All right, number one, Caroline's cell phone plan costs $32 per month, okay? And when we did our brain dump, that's in that linear equation section. That per means that we're multiplying. This is going to be our rate of change. So which table shows the sum of the amounts that Caroline will pay for her cell phone plan over the next 4 months? All right, so 1 month is $32. So for 1 month, I needed to say 32. F does not do that. G does not do that. But H and J both do that. So if for 1 month it's $32 and there's nothing else extra in here, there's nothing else added, then I'm just going to double my 32 to get for 2 months. And 32 times 2 is 64. So 2 months is 64. So this one's not going to be correct. And I would just triple that to get my 3 months, which would be 96. So J is the only one where 1 month is 32, and then I'm just adding 32 each time because there's nothing extra. This is just going to be that constant of proportionality. So that's going to be J. Number 2, a circular railroad crossing sign has a diameter of 30 inches. So in that brain dump, I know that diameter is the one that goes all the way across. Okay, and which measurement is closest to the area of the sign in square inches? So in my handy dandy reference material, I know area of circle is pi r squared. Okay, so the formula that I need to use is pi r squared. Well, they gave me diameter. Diameter is the one that goes all the way across. I need radius. Radius only goes halfway across, so I need to half this 30 and get a radius of 15. All right, since my answer choices are fairly spaced out, I'm going to go ahead and use 3 for pi, and I'm going to multiply it by the radius of 15, and I'm going to square that, that radius of 15. So I need to know what 15 times 15 is. So 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. Add the 0. 1 times 5 is 5 and 1 times 1 is 1. Add all that up and I get 225. So I'm going to have 3 times 225. Okay, so 225 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, 3 times 2 is 6. So I have 675. The closest thing to 675 is a 706. If I had multiplied by 3.14, I would be even closer to this, but that's extra work, and I can get close enough doing this. So my answer choice is C. All right, number 3. The number of pets per household for Mrs. Anderson's class and Miss Murphy's class are shown in the dot plots. Here are 3 statements about the number of pets per household for these 2 classes. The range of the number of pets per household for Miss Murphy's class is greater than the range of the number of pets per household for Mrs. Anderson's class. Well, on that brain dump, I listed out what range means. Range is the high minus the low. So I need to find the high minus the low for both of these. So for Miss Anderson's, that's going to be 8 minus 0. So she has a range of 8. Miss Murphy's high number is 6 minus 0, which is 6. All right, so Miss Murphy's is 6 and Miss Anderson's is 8. And this says that Miss Murphy's is greater. Well, 6 is not greater than 8, so 1's not true. The distribution of the data is symmetrical in both sets of data. Well, symmetrical means it's going to make a U. Neither one of these makes a U, so that's not true. The mode is the most often. Those all have O's in them. Okay, so the mode's the most often. Well, the highest number here for Miss Murphy, the highest column is 1, so she's got a mode of 1. Miss Anderson has a mode of 1. She's got the most dots on 1. So the mode of the number of pets per household for Mrs. Anderson's class is equal to the mode of the number of pets per household for Miss Murphy's class. Well, since they're both 1, that's true. So which of these statements appear to be true? That's going to be the third one only. Answer choice D.